Let's go over here. So in Rosh Hashanah on Kof Tzadi Aleph, he has. I'll just read a little. Medaba be'inyin kavanas amida. Bekitzer va'acher kach achzor. Then I'm going to go back. Leva'arim ba'orach be'ezer Hashem. So we know that we're going to get something here. This is a long piece, actually. This drush. Zel Lashono. That's what he says. So I guess we'll read this just across the top. Or no. How about the Hakdama? Let's take the Hakdama. So he says, Hakdama. Let me get this where I want it. Listen. Okay. Drush zecha ba'oze b'gavon shmona Atzeret. Yesh bo chelik gadol hanogea letefila shmona Atzeret shebekol yom. So it also refers to that. Kamo shekasa the kamon she'ein shinhui v'chiluch v'bein kavonas berchos avos shememechol lemei Rosh Hashanah. So he's in the first part. I guess when we got the berchos avos, they're all the same. El be'inyin kavonas harayo she'ana mosifin lekaven b'yom Rosh Hashanah. Now, let's just say, for example, what do we learn about Rayo in the Sefer Tzniuta? He said that Rayo is actually the formula for the formation of the Kli, I think, of creation, or the Kli of the Nukva, to make the Yesod of the Nukva. So that's what he said. I thought it was something else. I thought it was sweetened dinim, but this way maybe it is true because it's the word Gevura. But she'anach mosifin lekaven b'yom Rosh Hashanah. So we go to Vahinya, so the Inyan on this is like this. As Shem Raya. So here's where I got the idea that Rayo actually meant the sweetened din. But let's go. But we have another definition for the Sefer Tzniuta, how it works together. Because there he's talking about the Bia Rishona. So he said, but Rosh Hashanah, you have something similar like that going too. Let's see, Yesh the Kavod B'Kol Hamshachos says Shem Arayo, Ki Gevura Ola Rayo, because the word Gevura is the Gematria Rayo. Yesh Od Yesh Shinhui Bein Tefilas Shal Hashanah the Tefilas Rosh Hashanah. There's another Shidduch Ki B'Kol Yom Ola Hanok Adachaz Dezer Anpen. Of a Rosh Hashanah, Ola Hanukat Ad Hadaz. She goes up even to the neck area instead of the chest. There's something else here. The B'Kol Yom Medachilas Hanok Maschelas Hanok La'alos Bechrios. So you said every day when we bow down, the nook starts to come up. Rosh Hashanah Eina Ola Ela B'Zekifos, but then Ben Rosh Hashanah. So this is something to know. She only comes up when you start to rising up. A Bira Inyan who's so explaining this. Let me explain this. Kibakol Yom Be'ez Kriya Shema Na'asa Zivug Abba Be'iba V'nimsha Mekach Mochin Da'ach L'Zer Anpin. I accept Mekach, that's what it is. The Nimshach from this, Mochin Da'ach L'Zer Anpin. The word of the Mochin go, they go to the backside of Zer Anpin. V'achakach b'shmona Atzeret ola hamamalcha bebriya l'chatzilus v'nemedes ba'achre zer anpin. Now let me read this again. Ola malchus goes up from Bria, as we're saying the Shmona Atzeret. So the first part is he said the Yichud. I'm going to start over again. He said va'inyan hu ki b'kol yom be'ez kriya shema. Now we're saying the kriya shema na'asa zivug abba v'ime. It causes a Yichud up above. Takes place in Abba V'iba, but Nimshach Mikach, from this, Mochin Da'ach the Zer Anpin. That's the part I wanted to see. Is that the Mochin go where? They go to the back of Zer Anpin during the Kriya Shema. But because I guess, I'm not sure why he pointed that out. That's what it means. So when you get the Shmona Atzeret, then you're coming up into Atzilus. And she's standing in the back of Zer Anpin, and Shabbatavas Laman Shemo Ba'ava, because now we got to focus on some special words that we're going to be seeing in here. He said when they say Laman Shemo Ba'ava, he says Na'asa HaNasira, that takes place. That's actually what's happening there. Behind the Rashaniknas Nai the Ima the Soch Nuk Vigorim Lahafrid Vilanaser Benzer Anpin Nuk. This causes a hafrada. So this is what happens in this word apparently when you say Laman Shemel Ba'ava, when you say that, that's what happens. Achar kach b'tevis melech ozer Mashiach Mogain, then you come into the Na'asa od Yichud Abba Ve'ima, causes another Yichud to take place. V'nimshach mochen deponim. Now the mochen that are going to go in the ponim take place now. So let me just the secret it just slipped past me. So you have first the mochen come as a result of Kriya Shema onto the backside of Zeranpin, which we're just talking about Leah and Rachel. This is the backside of Zeranpin. Okay, no problem there. This is the important part here. Na'asach and Nesira, this actually splits them. Behind the Sheniknas Nai, the Ima, the Soch Nuk, Vigoran, the Hafrid, yeah. V'lenazim bein Zah, the Nuk, and it causes the Nuk to separate. Achar kach b'tevis melech ozer Mashiach Mogain. Na'asa od Yichud Abba Ve'ima. Then those words cause another Yichud to take place in Abba Ve'ima. And he says, Abba Ve'ima, v'nimshach mochin deponim, and then mochin deponim start flowing down. V'abba deseidach b'kol tefillah shmona esrei devanos as nuk b'bechinas aponim. So let me say that last part. Our voda here in the tefillah of the Shmona Esrei, the Dunais as Nuk Bechinas Haponim. This is what we're trying to do in the Shmona Esrei. We got the Bechinas of Acharayim came in at Shema. Now in the Shmona Esrei, this is what we want to do. Kagon Bebirchas Ata Chonem Ladas Chonem. Okay, well, Ata Chonem Hu Hamshacha Mechach B'Dezer Anpin L'Chach B'Denuk. That's where it actually takes place, and the Shachar starts going there. V'chein Bebirchas Hashivenu, also the Birchas of Hashivenu. Hu B'Binda Dezer Anpin the Binda Denuk. Ad Shebebirchas Sim Shalom, until you get to the Birchas Shalom, and the Asach HaYichud the Shalom, Shazer Anpin V'Nuk HaOmdim Panim B'Panim Shazecha B'Shavet. Shava B'Shavet. Now, just how do we get into this? I thought we were talking about Rosh Hashanah. So over here, when he says Ata Chonen, that's talking about during the weekdays. So let me see what I can understand.
Huh? He's not talking yet about Rosh Hashanah. He's using a mashal of the weekday, and then he parallels it to Rosh Hashanah, that it's a different structure.
Okay, let's see what he said. Gam came by Rosh Hashanah. So this actually happens. This is the way it goes in Rosh Hashanah. Kasher ad ba'ava. When we get to before that, Yeshnam Kavanas Kamo B'Kol Shana. That's where Hashanah. That's the Kavanas are all the same. Apatevis ba'ava. Lo na'asach nesira b'kol esesifir b'kol Shana. Because then the nesira that takes place between, I guess that's the nesira between Yaakov and Rachel. He says Ella ne'arachas ad Yom HaKippurim. So this actually continues on for another 10 days. B'kol Yom B'Aseres Yemecha the Tshuva, all those days, the Nasir Sfira Achaz Be'ez Mirid Zachrein L'Chaim. Very important for us to know this. This phrase Zachrein L'Chaim. B'Yom HaRishon the Nasir Sfira Sekesef, B'Yom HaSheni Sfira Sechokma. Acha Kach Be'ez Tekiyas Shofar. The Mishach and the Mochen the Panim Gavavura B'Drush at the Kiyos, which we explain over there, and the Drushim go on to the Kiyos. Yom Kippur Ola Nuk Labina. So on Yom Kippur, what happens is ultimately that's what happens. It keeps going until the Nuk actually goes up to the level of Vina. Shemini Atzeret, and then after that, she's standing actually moved from that level, and she comes around to the front of Zeranpin. The Zeranpin. He's not telling us the mechanism here, which I'd always want to know. The Zeranpin. Shmini Atzeret ne'amed shava b'shava. Im Zeranpin v'na'asach hayichud hashalom panim b'panim, and then they had the yichud panim b'panim takes place at supposed to be Simchas Torah, Shmini Atzeret. Come up b'birchas Sim Shalom, like for example we have in the bracha of Sim Shalom. V'nim says shachayam shebein Rosh Hashanah the Shmini Atzeret. In those days, Heim Kamo Tefillah Shemona Esrei Arucha. This is like the concept of a very long Shemona Esrei. In other words, where the Yichud doesn't take place in the Shemona Esrei itself, it has to go over the days. Ki Misakni Bechem as Ma Shenisakim Bekol Yom Be'ez Tefillah Shemona Esrei, because that's where we have now, during this period of time, we're going to have that Yichud. Okay, that's it for today. Call 2. Thank you.